On a fairly regular basis, we get asked, how do I get my drums to sound like what it sounds like on the record? Or how do I find that cymbal sound that I hear on my phone or in my record or on my CD? How do I get my drums to sound like this artist or that artist? How do I get them to sound like that snare drum on that recording? We're going to try and address that today on Coffee Talk. Today on Coffee Talk, we're going to address how do we get a drum sound, or how do we find a drum sound that we like? Well, if you're trying to match it to a record or a particular artist, that gets very challenging because it's not what you can hear, but it's what you can't see that makes the biggest difference. What I mean is, during the recording process, a particular artist, for example, might be endorsed by this drum company or that drum company, and you may see them on stage with this drum or this cymbal. But in the recording studio and behind the veil of the recording curtains, you have no idea what they're playing. They could be playing something completely different. They could be playing drum heads they are not endorsed by. They could be using cymbals that they've never seen before in their life. You just don't know. I think the only way you might get close to finding that drum or cymbal sound by that particular artist is to do your own research. Dig a little deeper, find out where it was recorded, who recorded it, who was the drum tech on the session, which backline company perhaps provided all the gear, how was the drum set tuned, where was it in the room, what mics did they use, which cables did they use, which interfaces did they use, which software did they use, what mastering software did they use, what the EQ, what's the gate, what's the compression. What I'm getting at is there's truly no way to make your acoustic drum set inside of your rehearsal studio, your recording space, or your home, or your garage for that matter, sound like what it sounds like on the record. There is physically no way. There are too many variables that you cannot see and have no idea about. So instead of chasing perhaps a particular artist's drum sound, maybe use that as the influence to finding your sound. Maybe you like a little bit more open tone. Maybe you like a little bit more controlled tone. Either way, it's going to be damn near impossible to make that drum that you own, regardless of its shell material, regardless of the head, all those factors, sound like what it does on the record. There is simply just no way. It physically cannot happen. You can get close, but it'll never be exactly that. Same with cymbals. Cymbals are another one that are very, very challenging to decipher, especially to the human ear. Do we think we can get close to finding those sounds? Absolutely. Are we going to nail it perfectly? Probably not. Again, we're talking about things that we cannot see that make up the way those cymbals and those drums sound on that recording. Too many variables. But if you find the artist, you happen to find their recording, maybe you catch a video of them recording their video, maybe you can get closer. And I would urge you to engage that artist. Maybe, just maybe, they have a little bit of insight. Guys like Benny Greb, Ash Sohn, Thomas Lang, Marco Miniman, a lot of those guys do record their video production so you can see what they're using. Thomas Lang is notorious for side shots, top shots, talking about what he's using. So do a little research. But I would also urge you, be a little forgiving of yourself and your ears. Again, you're trying to mimic something that has been recorded, and you have no idea how much work has gone into it to make it sound like that finished recording. So in conclusion, if you're trying to make your acoustic drums in your space sound like your favorite artist or record, you're going to be fighting an uphill battle. You find an artist that you like, find drums that you like. If you can get close to the sound and you're happy with it, great, go with it. If there's a cymbal sound you like, find those cymbals, buy them, play them, and enjoy them. At the end of the day, it's just playing drums. We love it, and we love buying gear. So enjoy yourself. Swing for the stars. So that's going to do it for today's episode of Coffee Talk. I hope I didn't burst your bubble too much, but I have to be real. I just have to be honest. You know the drill. Right down there is going to be a little globe that you can hit the subscribe button for and catch up on the rest of our videos and get notified when we have more. Plus there's going to be a new video down here. I don't know what I'm going to put there, but we'll find out. But thank you for joining us on Coffee Talk at the Drum Shop. We really appreciate your time. We do appreciate your support. Find us on all your local social media, and we look forward to seeing you soon. Bye for now.